Hi, I'm Lee from Vapor Clean Cleaning Services, and today we're going to talk about how you can clean your windows quickly and easily. We're going to test out the internet methods that are so-called the best way to clean your windows, but we're also going to show you how to clean your windows the traditional way, just like a pro, without going out and buying any specialist equipment. Especially in this time of year, the summer months coming, the brighter sun is outside, you want crystal clear windows both inside and out. So we're going to show you how you can do that with actionable tips and testing out these products for you. But before we dive in, please do give us a like, click that follow button and leave us any comments that you find interesting or you want to see in the next episode. Now let's get into it. Before we show you the different methods, there's 3 key tips that you need to remember. Tip number 1, avoid trying to do your windows on a really hot and sunny day. You're better off doing it on a cloudy day when it's a little bit cooler, or do it first thing in the morning, last thing in the evening, so the temperature's not too hot. Especially if you're using a shop bought product, because that can cause it to dry very quickly and smear before you can actually smooth it out. Tip number 2 is to remember to check the angles, to check from all different angles, because actually if you're cleaning face on, once you step slightly to the side and you look along the window, you can quite easily see different stains and marks and soiling on the actual window itself. That's a key tip for any sort of surface cleaning really. Tip number 3, more is better. So the more you're cleaning, the better your windows will look and the quicker and easier it will be. One of the methods we're going to show you today is very quick, very easy, but it's not necessarily great if you haven't cleaned your windows in, say, a month or more than that. Now let's get straight in to method number 1. So method number 1 is a traditional glass cleaner, some sort of glass cleaning spray that you would use. Now we've opted for an Astonish glass cleaner. It is cruelty free, it's vegan, it's relatively environmentally friendly basically. However, plastic single-use bottle for number 1, not so great for the environment. It's also the fact that, to be honest, glass cleaner is an unnecessary product. There are so many different ways that you can clean glass and not actually have to worry about it. You can also spray glass cleaner on and it will generally dry up white if you're doing it in certain temperatures and things like that as well. But obviously it's quite a simple forward method to use. It is simply a spray on. And again, less is more, so you don't want to overuse the product. If you're using a microfiber cloth, which we always do, just make sure it folds over and you can use different areas, get in the corners and just work your way along. Now see, instantly, if I get the camera to come up for a close-up, you'll see round the edges and down in the corners, it's not really having much effect. So that's method number 1. It's a method that everyone knows. It's not a method I would recommend. I think glass cleaner is a useless or an unnecessary product. You could basically use a general cleaner that you're using everywhere else if the window is really dirty, and then just give it a buff off with either a glass cloth or a dry cloth afterwards, and it would still do exactly the same thing. It certainly cuts down on the single-use plastic. Method number 2 is white vinegar. So again, it's a method that is recommended by numerous sort of home cleaners, and it tends to be common in the cleaning hacks and things like that. I really don't like vinegar. I'm not a fan of it, mainly because of the smell. I don't like to use it around the house, but let's give it a go and let's see how it works. So with this, if you've got a spray bottle and you decant it into a spray, you can, but I wouldn't recommend that. I would tend to go with the vinegar onto the cloth and then simply wipe over the window. I mean, it will work. Vinegar typically does. If you can see, if the camera is coming in close, you can see very much it's coming off quite easily. Absolutely stinks though, can't stand it. Good thing is about vinegar is you can also clean all of the frames at the same time. And as you go round, it will do a pretty good job on those as well. Again, once that's done, if you've got any residue, just a dry cloth over the top, just to buff off. And it will give you a good finish. So method number 2, vinegar. Simple and effective, to be quite honest with you. If you can stand the smell, vinegar will work. Would I use it? No, I wouldn't. I can't stand the smell, and that is literally all I can smell in the room now is that vinegar. So it will work if you want it to, it's not what we'd recommend. And then we come to the part you've been waiting for, how to clean your windows like a pro without too much specialist equipment or any specialist equipment. It's things that you can have lying around your home. Now we've all seen it, and we'll put a little snippet of video up here now of one of our guys doing it properly, because we do it out there and we tend to have the right equipment for it. But everyone knows what it is to clean a window using the traditional method. But how do you do that at home without going out and buying that stuff? Well, it's quite simple. And you also might think they've got some fancy stuff in their bucket or in their tray or whatever, but it's not. So all you want to do, get yourself a little tub like this, just a little bit of water in the bottom, and in there you put some really specialist cleaner for the windows. It's called washing up liquid. And that's it. Just a little squirt in there, nothing major. Just put it in, mix it around a little bit. And what you want to do is submerge your cloth into that. Make sure you soak up plenty of it. And again, this does need to be a microfiber cloth really. Squeeze that out and you can see how the soap suds are filling in there. So we'll mix that around a little bit and then we'll clean the window. So now we've got this, it's a bit like one of their sponges, and as you can see, it will fill the window the same as a professional's sponge. Again, the good thing is when you're using a cloth, you can go around the frames as well. And you will quite often see a pro window cleaner will obviously have a cloth and things as well, so they'll do the frames either before or after as they go. Now, if you're not getting the amount of soap you want, you can obviously put a little bit more soap in there and it's absolutely fine. And just to demonstrate the point, we haven't got a professional squeegee here, we've just got whatever was lying around. So you don't ignore the foam side, you want the rubber side on the back. And don't worry about being fancy and doing all your S shapes, just literally start at the top and squeegee it down. Wipe it off and squeegee it down. Just with a dry cloth, if you've missed any bits, which I will, I'm not a pro either, I can clean them, but I'm not, window cleaning is not my particular skill set, but I can do it, so I will miss some bits, and with a dry cloth I'll just go around and touch them up. But look at that, absolutely shining. So that for me covers the deep cleaning side of things. Now, as I started in the beginning, more is better. So the more you can clean your windows, the better it will be for you, the quicker, the easier. Now that method I've just used there, the pro window cleaning method, it's not how you want to clean your windows if you're cleaning your windows on a weekly basis. What you want is one of these bad boys. It is a PVA glass cleaning cloth. Now, if you caught our video about how to clean stainless steel, it was in that video as well. They're absolutely amazing. In their dry state, they're quite crisp, they're hard, and they just don't hardly move at all. All you do is run them under a little bit of water, wring them out, make sure they're just damp, and then they are perfect for cleaning all types of shiny materials. So whether it's glass, mirrors, stainless steel, anything along those lines, they're absolutely perfect. So what I would normally recommend is, especially if you're first moving into a property, or if you're moving out, if you're at the end of your tenancy and you're moving out of the property, deep clean your windows using that method, but you can always go around them with a glass cleaning cloth. Now, I don't clean my windows on a weekly basis, I'm afraid. I'm way too busy, and I'll clean them when they start to look dirty. I'm as normal as anyone else. So what we do is we'll just simply clean them using this, or exactly the method I've just shown you there. So this window hasn't been cleaned for at least a week or two, probably more than that, but simply all I do is wipe over the window. Job done, and that's it. The best thing about that, because it's pure water, there's no chemical, no solution, nothing at all, so it's much better for the environment. These glass cloths will last years. You can wash them in your washing machine once they're too dirty, visibly dirty. You just chuck them in the washing machine, take them out, air dry them, and use them again, and they will last years. But it's quick, it's easy, it's completely pain-free. It's simple as that, basically. And that's the best way to do it. That's the method I would recommend. Just keep on top of it and make sure you're doing it regularly. So there we have it, a few ways of how you can clean your windows, the do's, the don'ts, the pros and the cons, and the way we would recommend. Just to recap, if you're deep cleaning, so if it's a property or a window that you haven't cleaned for a long time, the best method is the pro method. Go back, follow that through, follow the steps, and it will be nice and easy for you. On a routine clean, we highly recommend the glass cloth. That's the best way forward, and best of all, as we said before, if it's in a really hot day, actually the glass cloth is the only one that won't dry up, smeary and everything like that. So it's definitely the best method. But thank you very much for watching. We hope we found you useful. Please do leave us a comment, and if you wouldn't mind just helping us out a little bit and sharing our content with just one person, that would help us out massively, and we'd really appreciate it. So thank you very much. We hope to see you next time. Bye bye.